Stick around because we have some news on a video game mod that's coming out that you might be interested in. So you don't want to miss it. Now, on with the show. So first up on our topics today, we're going to talk about Dead Space 4K trailer that was just released a few hours ago, and it looks amazing. If you have not played Dead Space by now, and you do like to play video games, I highly recommend it. If you like horror games, I recommend it. If you like sci-fi games, I recommend it. In fact, a lot of horror movies that have come out since then that take place in space have borrowed heavily from it. One movie that comes to mind is Event Horizon. However, it's debatable as to whether Event Horizon actually borrows from Dead Space, but it feels very Dead Space-esque. Now that being said, the trailer looked awesome, and I highly recommend that if you haven't played it, you check it out. If you're thinking about playing it, now is the time to play that game. With the 4K release and everything else, good time to jump in. And let me know what you think about that trailer if you do watch it. Now on to our next topic. And our next topic is Tommy Dorfman of the Netflix series 13 Reasons has come out as trans. She has decided that she is a trans woman. Her pronouns are she and her. And why this is important is because previously she identified as a gay man, was in a relationship for a long time with this guy. A lot of my sources have said that it was her husband, but I am not 100% sure on that. If you know the answer to that one, let me know in the comments, because I've heard boyfriend and I've heard husband. But they were in a relationship for a long time, and they are no longer in a relationship. They have parted as friends. Now, what is interesting about this is that she has said that she will also no longer be taking on the part of men in Hollywood. She has decided that she will only be taking on roles that identify as her. So, I say go her, because, you know, you gotta be happy in this life. And if that makes you happy, then you go ahead and do it. Now, our next topic is that Britney Spears' lawyer, Matthew Rosengart, has stepped up and started talking about how Britney has been treated, saying that Britney deserves her freedom. Now, this is also very important because a bipartisan movement has begun to put, if it succeeds, it will put new laws regarding conservatorships in motion, and we owe this all to Britney Spears. Britney Spears has said that she has a lot more to say before she feels comfortable coming out on stage and performing, because she feels like she has been told to keep things secret for so long that she has just only begun to feel comfortable speaking out. And this is actually heartbreaking. I hope with this whole lawyer Matthew Rosengart that she does win this case. Free Britney movement is upping the ante on what's right and wrong in conservatorships. And as it should, because this is a little bit tragic that this has happened to her. And if she is found to be mentally sound, I definitely want her to change. I definitely want her to be able to help to change that law. Because why wouldn't she? I mean, when you're told that you're not capable of doing something, it slowly starts to get into your head. I can see where she has sort of fallen into that trap, and it makes me sad for her. Now, on a lighter note with Britney Spears, she recently was on some public platforms talking about she woke up and had a package. And the package was a bikini and some makeup from her favorite makeup source, which is actually run by Selena Gomez. To which Selena Gomez said, "I am so glad you got that package, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it made you happy." We all know that Selena Gomez is on Britney Spears' playlist every day to her exercising and all that, and some of her dancing. And hey, again, I just want Britney to be happy, and I want her to be free if she is capable of making her own decisions. And the more she talks in public lately, and the more I hear about this case, the more I am ready to believe that Britney really does know what she's talking about, that she's not incapable of making her own decisions about her own life. But I want to hear your thoughts on that. What are your thoughts on Britney? Should Britney be free? Leave a comment down below because we want to hear from you. Now, that brings us to our last topic. And what is our last topic? It is the remake version of Jason is coming to the Friday the 13th video game. But not so fast, because it's not coming the way you think. It's not an official update. Instead, it is a mod called Camp Blood by Bloody Pitchfork Games. Now, I think it's pretty cool that they did this, and that they are giving us an update to this game that we previously were unsure we were ever getting an update to. I own the game. I haven't played it a whole lot, only because the game mechanics are not the best on the game. However, I will say this, it is a drastic improvement over the old Jason arcade game, where, Jason was just this big blobby pixel thing that went after you and tried to take you out. And this idea that we're getting Jason from the remake movies is intriguing. I'm always about, inclusion of other parts of the fandom and the movies and stuff. And I will say that the movie Friday the 13th, the remake in 2009, actually did have some people that somewhat liked it. I was not one of those people. Jason Mears, or Derek Mears, actually, though. Derek Mears is amazing in that, though, as he always is. Derek Mears is one of those actors that you seldom see his face, but you're always impressed that he's able to pull off what he pulls off, because he's notorious for playing the different monsters and villains that we see, and yet he seems like he is such a nice guy in real life. I put him long since on a list of people that I would personally love to meet, and he seems to really like the fact that he got to play Jason. Even though the fans have a mixed reaction to the whole thing, he still seems like he enjoyed playing the part. So I am down for them putting that in there, for them putting that in the game. And I will say, if you haven't seen the trailer, he runs like the Jason in the remake trailer does. And that's kind of something, because Jason in all the other movies doesn't really run. The whole concept of Jason is that he's going to slowly stalk you out of existence. But the idea of Derek Mears' Jason being in the game does somewhat appeal to me, and quite possibly I'm going to check it out. I also want to know if you're going to check it out. So let me know in the comments below what you think of that news. And with that, we're going to let you go. But first, remember, there is currently a contest, because behind me here, there is something missing. Now, if you could tell me what it is that's missing in the comments down below, for every correct answer, I will donate $5 to Tourette's research. Why? Because I want to get a jump start on making a difference. And as you may or may not know, a portion of all proceeds from this channel, should this channel make money, will go to Tourette's research. So, if you want to be a part of the fandom and help us to grow and change the world one video at a time, then go ahead. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that little notification bell, and leave a comment so that YouTube knows that we're talking to each other. And because apparently they like that. And in the meantime, me and Miko both want you to know that at the end of the day, fandom is family.